All right, what's up, people? We are here for day 3 of the weekly challenge. We are playing once again a non-best 10 tournament. We're playing a not tournament day, a challenge against the robot players, and we can see that you can tell it's a non-best 10 tournament because they bid a grand slam on board 1. So we are all minus scores. The problem is I board 4 is makeable if we guess the heart suit. So it's possible we're really behind at this point. And I'll just show you real quick as a reminder if you didn't see it yesterday. Board 4 was just a spot where we were playing in 4 hearts and they led the king and ace of spades after cashing the ace of clubs. So they had taken 3 tricks and it came down to how we guessed hearts. And it was an 8 ever, 9 never type of situation, which is usually the way you play it. But there was a possible guess here. We could have taken a finesse in hearts and been successful. And that we will find out on Friday, right, when we see the results here. But let's jump into this hand. But before I do that, let me remind you, a couple days left in this junior fund auction. I know you're getting Tracy Bauer to talk about it. Tracy, you are involved. In fact, you're spearheading the entire effort here for the ACBL Educational Foundation and their junior fund. Will you tell us a little bit about that, and then we can jump over to the site where I see some pros that I want to bid on for this event.
I know. I wish I could split myself into 3 because we'll talk about that a little later because there's definitely some amazing deals still left to have in the fund.
Sure. You have created this site that we're looking at now. We've transitioned to the front page, and I got to say, that is a heck of a front page. You have an all-time great in Gail Greenberg. You have our good buddy Gavin Wolpert, Jeff Mextroth, James Holzhauer from the Jeopardy Champions series. This is a cool page right here for just 6 people that we can see right now. How many pros do you have on here? And what are we bidding on? What's everybody bidding for?
So this is what I wanted to help us do is I really wanted to create something that everybody in our bridge community could get involved with and give back in some way. So there's a lot of different ways to give back. So the first thing is I wanted to create something that was going to be super fun. So we're doing a pro-am. We talked about what the schedule was. Monday, July 11th has no regional on it. It's right before the nationals. So we decided to pick that. It's going to be held on RealBridge. We chose the RealBridge platform really because it's the most interactive.
Yeah, you get to see everybody.
Yep. So you're all going to sit down. You're going to have video feed. You're going to be able to talk to the people that you're playing against and with. So what we have over 100 different professionals that are letting us auction them off. That is so amazing that so many people stepped up donating their time. Yep. So during the ACBL Pro-Am, so there's 60, 70 professionals that are going to be in the Pro-Am that you can go and bid. You'll see Dan Corbell added in quite late. So
some of the lower bids aren't necessarily of the gauging the player interest. It's just they were added a little bit later than normal as well. And if I tell you what, if Gail Greenberg stays there, I'm going to snap her up. She's my absolute favorite.
Gail was really generous. She cannot make the Pro-Am, but she gave us 2 BBO games.
Oh, that's wonderful. I would just sit and chat with Gail for an hour instead.
That's what I bought a BBO game with her.
Wonderful. Yeah. Gavin doesn't need any help. He's doing well. And Jeff Mextroth, honestly, maybe the greatest player, certainly one of the, has a claim to the greatest player of all time, duly elected as a leader in the purchase category as well. So this is really good stuff here. So what do we want to tell our people to do here to engage? And when is this? It looks like it ends on July 7th. So we need to get some people in as quick as we can, right?
Yes. So let me really quick kind of talk to you guys about it when you're doing. So go to the website. You're going to give an attachment to the website.
Yep. I'm going to put it right in the comments.
There's different things to bid on. So the Pro-Am will be July 11th. We picked a time that could get working people on both coasts to be able to be involved. So it's a 7 p.m. start, East Coast, time. 4 o'clock Western. Yes, because this is really a charity fun event. Sure. Yeah. So you're going to spend 8 minutes against all these amazing professional players. So up in Group A, you have Jeff Mextroff right now. I mean, we can go down through the Pro-Am people to go through that. The other, we're going to have a group B as well. And if you come down a little bit farther here, if you don't feel comfortable playing with a professional, this is the other thing for
Oh,
people
you can
out there.
just buy an entry.
Yes. So we are going to, after the auction closes and once you've paid, we are going to email you and set you up with your professional. You are then going to share your BBO card or your Bridge Winners card. Even if you have system notes, you can send that over to the professional. You guys will come in on Monday a half an hour early and be able to play that game. It's supposed to be super fun.
Great.
If you're not comfortable with that, we're going to have 3 different sections you can buy your way in with your regular partner. So
Very
Group
cool.
A, you can buy with your partner for $500 and you go play against the best of the best in the auction. Group
Nice.
C or Group B is going to be $100 entry, so it's only $50 a person. So
This just opens up a lot of possibilities for Junior Bridge in general. And Tracy, I can't thank you enough for what you've done in such a short period of time.
yeah,
And this
thank you
site
for
looks
your
great.
help.
Oh,
Yeah,
I appreciate it. I wish I had gotten in touch with you sooner. This could have been a more early, at least, video release. But this is better late than never, right? This is perfect.
well, this is the big week. This is the big
This is the
week
home
where,
stretch.
yeah, the home stretch. So this is going to be the first of many events. I've been speaking with actually Gillian Minitor out of New York has been super helpful
She
for
is
me.
an
She's
all-time favorite
amazing.
of mine, by the way. So I've
Yeah.
known Gillian for a long time. And well, Tracy,
Yes.
I really appreciate you setting this up and all the work you've done. I know it's already a success, but by July 7th, hopefully it'll be even more successful. And I will see you in that pro-am, and I'll see all of you out there as well, hopefully bidding and gaining the pro that you want successfully for these events. So, Tracy,
Yeah.
thank you so much. And folks, bid early, bid often. The link is right in the comments and in the description on this video. And I'll see you in these games, folks. Maybe you'll be playing with me. Who knows? Take care,
That'd be
Tracy.
amazing. Okay, thanks.
All right, back to business here. One spade to us. We have nothing to do, folks. This is technically, you would say, if you were really stretching to make a decision, that this is the right shape for a double. Technically, I still hate it. But also, you don't have an opening hand. Don't make bids for no reason. A lot of people see hands like this and like, well, I should do something. No, right? You might get a chance to do something again. However, we were not given that chance here. Look at this. One spade, all check. Interesting. And that just means that North, we know our partner is a passed hand, right? So they passed and then passed. So they didn't have a bid twice, which means East probably has a really big hand, right? If we have 10, West has less than 6. Let's give them like 14 total. Give them 4 total. And our partner less than 10. Let's give our partner 9. Let's be generous to them, right? Declare has a big hand, right? So here, I want to be passive, right? I want to be passive because I know I'm leading into the strongest hand at the table. I could lead the Jack of Diamonds. I think that's not unreasonable, and that seems relatively safe. I could also lead a trump. What I'm worried about by leading trump is if dummy has no entries. Let's say dummy doesn't have a way to transport over there. Declare might not even be able to take a trump finesse if they need to. So I'm going to lead the Jack of Diamonds. And unfortunately, it looks like a trump would have been better here because they're going to bang down a couple diamonds and get a rough in there. Oh, well. It just shows you the disaster of opening lead. The worst case scenario. Dummy table shortness and spade shortness. It looks like we might have given Declare a little free finesse there as well. I'm going to duck this, hope it's right. Okay. Declare did have the nuts over there. Okay. This is a show of strength or a give up here. There we go. Ooh, all right. So this is a hand. We kind of know this is a nothing hand, right? We're playing imps, and it's a 1-level contract. We certainly don't want to give them any extra tricks, but this is not going to be like a huge hand where we're going to gain or lose a bunch. And yeah, there it is. Let's take a look real quick before we move on. There is a nice 17 count that they would always open a spade. And if we don't bid, interesting, lefty could have bid a no trump and just taken a preference or maybe tried to pass a club bid. That would be amazing. And North really doesn't have a lot to say after they're a pass 10 and it goes one spade pass to them. They might consider balancing here, but the colors are just unfavorable. And this is just a spot where they chose not to bid. I would tell you this, though. It's usually never right to let the opponents play one of a suit in match points. In imps, it's not as bad of a thing for your side. All right, so let's look at board 6. Another 10 count here. Well, interesting. Still nothing to do. We're still going to pass. In third chair, I would open this hand 100% in third chair. Let's put it that way. I'm going to bid normally here. I'm just going to make my spade bid. Partner bids a no trump. Beautiful. I know, by the way, I don't belong in 3 no trump. And even if I am thinking imps, I want to be aggressive. I know partner doesn't have 15, right? They didn't open 1 no trump. They showed a balanced hand, so they have at most 12 to 14. And this is the beauty. If you play in a partnership that upgrades good 14s to open 1 no trump, you're even more confident here, right? So recognize in this spot, no need to go any further. And if we make a game, great, but in reality, it's not that likely. And here we see, okay, they hooked us up with a little club play here. But notice we have some issues, right? We're on the wrong side of the table. We need to be over on the south side of the table. So I'm going to actually clear out clubs or spades right now. I'm going to play a spade to the king. I'm going to play a spade again, because I might not ever get back to this dummy. Question is, what do I pitch from that north hand? I don't want to pitch anything, really. The ace of spades is a card that is just going to force a bad pitch early. If I know how to solve clubs, I would pitch a diamond, right? Because now I put myself down to only 1 diamond stopper, quote unquote. Here, though, I'm just going to pitch a club. I'm going to just keep my position safe in the red suits, and now I have a little bit more of a barrier to them being led. And I'm going to play... Ooh, wow, that's amazing. All right, beautiful. So now we just need to get to our hand, and we will very quickly with these clubs. And now it's really kicking myself in the back for not for not playing for not pitching a diamond. if I had known my West player was going to play the jack of clubs when I led low to the queen, I would never have done that. Take a moment here. What would you do? You've taken 7 tricks right now. I think it's best to just set up an 8th safely, right? And now they have to lead hearts, right? This is one of those suits that we certainly don't want to lead ourselves until the very end. And as we can see, okay, we're going to have to do it now. And we'll hope that the ace is on the right side. And it is not. And now they'll take that and probably a diamond at the end here. Yep. Beautiful. Okay. That's 8 tricks. We will take it. There was certainly opportunities for more, especially as noted, if I pitched a diamond instead. We could have been all set there. The real issue is on this last hand, number 6, is on this opening lead, we unfortunately just end up in the wrong hand by playing low. If I was guaranteed to see the spades be 3-3, I would have hopped up with the king and taken a club finesse. I mean, maybe that's still the best play, but it seemed like maybe creating a spade trick was slightly better, and we still have a chance to take this finesse later. But the problem that arises is on this 4th spade, knowing we may never get over to this dummy. Now is the time to decide what to pitch. A heart could have been okay as well, but then that takes away some security, right? Notice that with this heart position at this moment, and let me go back here, when we hold on to these this way, when the opponents lead the suit, we'll always take a trick. The moment we pitch the 5 of hearts from that hand, though, now we may never take a heart trick, right? So the pitches that were made here were kind of security pitches, right? Trying not to lose an extra diamond as a result of a bad pitch, or a heart for that matter. Right, so here, we'll take the 120, we'll see. We might have to shoot a little bit in these last 4 boards if given the opportunity. Because again, board 4 looks like it might be suspect. So, we're going to do our best, and I don't know, I guess time will tell. We'll find out on Friday. But 4 boards left, folks. Stick with me, and I will see you tomorrow for this. And don't forget, guys, 2 more days left of the live auction. If you're watching this in the week of July 4th, this auction ends on July 7th, so get your bids in, which I believe is tomorrow. July 7th is the last day to get your bids in. If you're watching this much later, folks, don't forget you can also join that or go to that link and donate to the Junior Fund directly. So thanks a lot for watching, folks, and I will see you back here tomorrow.